This Father's Day, refresh Dad's tool collection with the sweetest brands like Cobalt at Lowe's. Right now, you can buy one select Cobalt 24-volt Max kit and get one select Cobalt Bear tool free, up to a $139 value. The gift of powering Dad's summer projects is priceless. Shop Lowe's in-store or online today to make it happen. While supplies last, valid 5/2 through 7/31.
The future will be amazing, and that's all well and good. But what about today? You can feel the rush of a 400-horsepower Nissan Z, or climb to new heights in the all-terrain Nissan Frontier. Light up the road in the all-electric Nissan Aria that feels like a sci-fi dream come true. The future will be great, but today is made for thrill. All you have to do is get in a Nissan and drive. 2023 Aria and Z not yet available for purchase. Expected availability is this spring for 2023 Z and this fall for 2023 Aria.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. Thanks for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast. Want more? Check out the greatest podcast in all the land, The Podcast. Be sure to subscribe and listen to a brand new episode every Tuesday night.
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the Men's Room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Drink time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink desk and Steve Thrill to find out who we're toasting.
Yes, indeed. And as I've done all week, starting on Tuesday, we were toasting people that have had incredible accomplishments. On Tuesday, we started with the famed mathematician and theory guy. His name was Jacques Titz. Yesterday, it was another man who, British politics. This guy finished top of his class.
Dr. Balls.
Dr. Ed Balls. And people have been complaining, so I thought, okay, fine. I'll tell you, well, let's just do one lump sum of all of them. First, we will toast the U.S. production manager. His name is Chris Bacon, middle initial P. It is Chris B. Bacon. There is a British professional racing driver, Ted. I don't know if you know, I don't know what kind of racing he does, but he is a professional race car driver. His name is, last name Goff, first name Jack. His name is Jack Goff. If you're looking for a medical director in the community banking at Barclays, there is a man by the name of Dick Smalley. Nothing wrong with that. There's a Dutch senator and member of the Socialist Party, but his name is Tiny Cox. We also have the chiropractor doctor from Ontario, Canada. He is Dr. B.J. Hardick. And finally, we will leave you. Well, no, we got two more. I'll tell you what. We have, she's a Register of Deeds worker at Cumberland County in Tennessee of the United States of America. Her name is Judy Graham Swallows. And we leave you this one who's a medic from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. His name, and this is not a lie, by the way, his first name is spelled W-H-E-T, Dr. Wet Farts. Farts, F-A-A-R-T-Z. He's a real person. He's been interviewed many times.
W-H-E-T, first name?
W-H-E-T, Dr. Wet Fart. So today, we just want to say congratulations to, really, I mean, these people have been working at the jobs for a while. They've done an outstanding job. To Chris B. Bacon, Jack Goff, Dick Smalley, Judy Graham Swallows, Tiny Cox, B.J. Hardick, and, of course, Dr. Wet Farts. So we pour this booze, and we drink this booze. Because we think it's yummy.
Yummy.
So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies. Down the hola bichola.
The Men's Room presents Profile This.
And Steve Thrill, can you please tell everyone how Profile This is played?
I sure can, Miles. It's a simple game where we share with you a real-life news story. Something that happened right here on planet Earth.
It's going around.
And as you listen to the story, based on the stereotypes you believe to be true of people and the decisions that people make, we'll ask you what it is you think makes the story a story. Hello, Ken. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Hola, bichola.
Hola, Ken. All right, Ken, you understand how this here game is played?
Yes, hey, just a quick shout out to my co-workers. We lost a pallet of paperwork on 84th in Tacoma, and everybody responded. It took us about an hour, but we cleaned the neighborhood.
Nice.
You're actually dead?
Yeah.
That's how you know I'm not one of your coworkers. I've been like, I didn't get that call. All right, Ken.
We couldn't even look at the guy who did it, but anyway, Brandon, knock it off. Secure your load.
Yeah, come on, Brandon.
And by secure your load, it means wear a condom. All right, Ken, you have your choice of one of three stories. We have The Wonderful World of Drugs. We have Bite Me. In other words, what did someone find in their food? And finally, Interior Decorating, where you guess the foreign object that ended up on the inside of someone.
God, you're all so tempting. Let's go with drugs.
I see what's trying to go. I want to say we covered that yesterday, so I'm going to grab this one. All right, here we go. We talked about the story, I believe, earlier this week or late last week, but it's a Louisiana man. He was busted for trying to enter a neighbor's apartment at 2 o'clock in the morning. And when police asked him what the hell he was doing, he said that a, quote, big snake told him to open the victim's door and go inside. It was at the moment that he said a big snake invited him in that the cops knew he was on drugs. Jesse Terry, he's 52 years old. He told arresting officers that he had, in fact, been doing drugs within the last hour before they caught him. He was collared after police responded to a residence of a woman who reported that Terry attempted to open the back door to her apartment. During questioning, Terry, who lives near the victim's residence, reportedly spoke of his recent drug use and how he was told to open the woman's door and enter her home by a big old snake. Now, the reptile in question, hope you're sitting down, yeah, they never managed to find that big snake that invited him in. But he was booked into a local jail for unauthorized entry of an inhabited dwelling, which is a felony, and disturbing the peace, which is a misdemeanor. The affidavit notes that Terry has a, quote, a lengthy criminal history. The question is, what drug was Terry on when that big-ass snake told him to break into someone's place? Was he on meth? Was he on bath salts? Was he on crack? Or was he on ecstasy? So meth, bath salts, crack, or ecstasy?
I think ecstasy's out, but I don't know, Ted. This is more your arena. You used to be a
I totally
right?
agree with you, Ken.
Yeah, I was a crackhead, so it's pretty easy for me. Mm-hmm. You can tell by my body type that I'm recovered.
What do you got there? What do you think, Ted? Come on.
Where was it again? Oregon,
Louisiana.
right?
Louisiana.
Oh, Louisiana.
So close.
Big snake. I mean, he's in Louisiana, so a big snake's not out of the question.
The only part that was out of the question was the talking part.
Yeah.
Like, hey, why don't you go into Tina's apartment?
I'm not saying that meth is not everywhere, but the East Coast has more crack than the West Coast. So
It's big butts.
I'm going to go crack.
I think maybe Thrill inadvertently just dropped a hint there. I'm going to go methamphetamine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's got to be meth, man.
I mean, it could easily be bath salts, but...
So, Ken, you're going to say meth, final answer?
Yeah, final answer. They're cooking meth in the middle of Louisiana. I've been there.
Shooting squirrels, cooking meth.
All right, we're going to find out what this guy was on. Was he on meth, bath salts, crack, or ecstasy next?
That was a
Find the gifts Dad craves at Lowe's. Right now, you can save on select Skill Power Core 12 tools that feature 25% longer runtime and have patented cooling technology. Save $10 off the Skill Power Core 12 brushless drill driver kit, now just $59.98. Or upgrade Dad's toolbox and save $30 on the 5-tool brushless combo kit, now just $169. There's nothing sweeter than Father's Day at Lowe's. Offer valid 6/9 through 6/22 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
The future will be amazing, and that's all well and good. But what about today? You can feel the rush of a 400-horsepower Nissan Z. Or climb to new heights in the all-terrain Nissan Frontier. Light up the road in the all-electric Nissan Aria that feels like a sci-fi dream come true. The future will be great, but today is made for thrill. All you have to do is get in a Nissan and drive. 2023 Aria and Z not yet available for purchase. Expected availability is this spring for 2023 Z and this fall for 2023 Aria.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
If 2020 has taught us anything, it's to take nothing for granted. So when you expect hot water and get cold, when you expect the shower to drain and it doesn't, when you turn the furnace on and it won't start, stop freaking and call Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical. 1-800-FREAKIN'.
The debauchery rolls on. You're listening to The Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Category Drugs on profile. This Louisiana man tried going into his neighbor's house at 2 a.m. because, a snake told him to do so. Turns out the snake was lying. He was actually on drugs.
You can't trust a snake.
What drugs was he on? Meth, bath, salts, crack, or ecstasy?
Never trust a snake, man.
That's right. Don't trust a snake. It's in the Bible. All right, Ken, that is the question that we asked you. What drug was this person on? The beauty is, even before they mentioned he's on drugs, you knew he was on drugs because he said a snake invited him in. So meth, bath salts, crack, or ecstasy. Now, you indeed Ted Smith. You went with methamphetamine. And Ken, like you said, they are cooking meth deep in the middle of Louisiana. Quick side note, anything they cook in Louisiana is better than anywhere else. So if I'm ever going to try meth, I'll try Louisiana.
Cajun meth.
Cajun meth, and it is deep battered. Unfortunately, that is not what he was on.
So that wasn't a hint. You just picked the name Tina.
Yes, I just picked the name Tina. Why did you think that was a hint?
That's code for meth.
Yeah. Everyone named Tina's like, no, it's not, goddammit. As
No,
they now
for real.
hit their meth pipe.
Let's smoke some Tina?
Let's see. Miles, you went with crack.
I did.
Yeah. Classic.
I didn't know the crack gave you those kinds of hallucinations, you know?
Yeah. Well, anytime you got crack or meth, part of it I think is just because you've been up for days.
I know, but like my experience, so I did not deal with meth until we moved to Washington State. Crack was all the rage when we were in Baltimore. And while they were many things, a lot of the outward attributes were the same, very itchy, never wearing a shirt with sleeves. They never seemed like they were hallucinating. You know what I mean?
No.
They were pumped to see you. They're in a really good mood, you know, or they're about to come down from their high and wanted more money. Meth is a slightly different thing, but yeah, I was surprised that it was crack. I just assumed it was meth.
Yep. Right there with it. Now for all TV news all time for TV Time with Ted.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box, the Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted.
Your choices today, Seth Meyers.
Seth Meyers.
The Jim is
Fallon Kibble.
Smith.
Is it Ted or is it late night?
It's right there. The title. Those guys have talented teams of writers helping come up with monologues each and every night, and it's up to you to determine, is this an actual late night joke and from whom, or could it be a The Ted Smith original?
This is a crazy story. A bunch of camels were thrown out of a beauty pageant in Saudi Arabia for having plastic surgery. Yeah. But it's not all bad news. They're now the stars of the real camels of Saudi Arabia.
Ted, I hope that you
Found.
Smith. Yes. Mike and I talked about this earlier.
Steroids and Botox.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I get it. Mike just said to me, and when Mike said this, my whole world made sense. He goes, man, why don't they just call it like Best in Show for Camels? When you say beauty pageant, and then you bring up camel, you know what I'm saying? Like when you say beauty pageant, you have an idea of what it is you think you might see. And then you say camels, and you go, there's no beauty involved, guys. This is Best in Show. This is how stereotypes start.
Because especially with the Botox injections, I'm looking for the camel with the best duck lips.
That's basically what it was. Pfizer announced that 3 doses of its vaccine effectively fights the Omicron variant. Everybody who panicked last week was like, honey, where's the receipt for the 2,000 rolls of toilet paper? Which I can't spell. Fallon.
Pfizer announced that 3 doses of its vaccine effectively fights the Omicron variant. Yeah. Everybody who panicked last week was like, honey, where's the receipt for the 2,000 rolls of toilet paper?
Turlet, Mike.
Turlet.
The CDC is recommending...
Me too.
Do you need to use the turlet? Is that a toilet?
The CDC is recommending that 53,000 people that attended an anime convention last month in New York City get tested as they may have been exposed to Omicron. This event basically was Comic-Con for Omicron.
Foul.
Yeah, say foul.
Kibble.
CDC is recommending that 53,000 people who attended an anime convention in New York last month get tested because they may have been exposed to Omicron. This event, basically, it was Comic-Con for Omicron. 15 people.
Dozens of camels were just banned from a beauty pageant in Saudi Arabia because they received Botox injections. And not only that, but one camel was accused of hump implants.
Seth Meyers?
Fallon.
That is valid.
Dozens of camels were just banned from a beauty contest in Saudi Arabia because they received Botox injections. Not only that, one camel was accused of getting hump implants.
All right, Rolling Stone put out a list.
All right.
This is according to Rolling Stone.
Oh, boy.
They listed their top 20 TV shows of the year. All right, so I got them all here. I'm interested to see how many of these shows people in here have actually watched.
Okay. I'm curious. One of the experiences I have at home, and I'm sure I'm not alone in this, but every once in a while, you go to On Demand, you don't know what it is you want to watch, but you'll scroll through TV shows, movies, whatever. And I'll see something title-wise where I'm like, there is no effing chance I'll watch that. And it says, watched. And then I can go to my wife and go, hey, how was whatever romantic comedy? I'll give you a perspective. Mm-hmm. I'm watching TV last night with my son, and a commercial pops on for West Side Story.
All right.
So we were actively, whatever, he has a big air rocket. We fire it back and forth, so many catches we can get. But he drops down and watches this commercial. So they show the commercial, and at the end of the commercial, I'm thinking he wants to see it. He looks at me and he goes, Dad, that looks like a movie that Mom and my sister would want to see. And I said, brother, look, it is. I already told your mom I'm not going to see it. She can take her. And he was like, thank you so much. I said, yeah, you're not obligated to see it. Yeah. You'll read it in high school, and then you'll read Romeo and Juliet, but we are not going to see that movie.
Yeah, sometimes, right, just recently, right, my mother was in town, so I gave her my bedroom, and, when she left, the last day I was there, I looked at the, you hit last week, so I have a small TV in my bedroom, and I'm just like, what the F are these channels?
You don't even know they exist.
I didn't even know they existed.
And why did I give up my bedroom?
It's like Lifetime 2. It's not real. I'm just
I get what you're saying, though. Where you're like, I didn't even know this is the movie. It's great.
Now your recommended suggestions will be much different.
All right, so according to Rolling Stone, 20 best TV shows of the year.
All right, what do you got?
Number 20, they put Hacks on HBO Max. Anybody seen it?
Don't have HBO Max.
I vaguely remember a commercial, I think, but I've not seen it.
All right, Pen 15 on Hulu.
Don't have Hulu.
Pen 15 is kind of a euphemism for penis.
That's what we used to write down on people's hands.
Yeah, but that's why they did it. I know it's been out at least for more than one season, only because I remember seeing it, but I know nothing about the show.
Mike, no.
I've seen it, but I haven't watched it.
All right, I think this one will get some attention. Loki on Disney Plus.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
All right, so you've seen Loki.
I have.
Could you follow the rules again? If you've seen it, please put your hand up.
Sorry, my bad.
Mike's seen it.
Yes, sir.
I have not seen it, but I need to watch it with my kid.
Enjoy it, man.
We Are Lady Parts on Peacock.
I have not.
Don't have Peacock.
All right, now this one I've seen myself from Netflix, Squid Games.
I haven't seen it.
No.
You guys should watch it.
You guys.
I know, I will, man. I think over Christmas break, when I get a little more free time, I will watch it.
On FXX, Dave.
I haven't seen it. What's it about?
It's about Little Dicky, the rapper.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But it's kind of like one of those ones, almost like Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Okay.
So like Gaeta, like his hype man on the show, like Gaeta's his real hype man and stuff. But it is a weird comedy. I'll leave it at that. But it is super good, man. I love that show. I got into it a few years ago.
2 seasons deep now?
That was season 3.
Okay.
Come on, Miles, get with it, bro.
Mythic Quest on Apple TV Plus.
No, never even heard of it.
Neither have I. The Great on Hulu.
Never even heard of it.
No. What We Do in the Shadows on FX.
Heard of it, never seen it.
Same.
Heard of it, never seen it. WandaVision on Disney Plus. There you go, Mike.
Wanda Sykes. No?
No, sir.
That would get me to watch it.
I have not seen it. I should see it, but I have not.
It was another fun movie. It took place after the events of Infinity War, not Endgame.
Fun to watch with the kid or no? He's all about it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it sticks with the Marvel franchise, and it's still got all your favorite players in there.
Okay.
So.
Let's see. Again, these are the 20 best shows according to Rolling Stone. Number 9, The White Lotus on HBO.
I watched 2 episodes.
All right.
It was okay. It's a murder mystery at like a tropic hotel. I heard good things about it.
Called The White Lotus?
It is, in fact, called The White Lotus.
Woo.
Take it out good. No, it was fine. I don't care. Put it this way. It's not that it was bad. I don't care that I have not seen the end of the murder mystery.
All right.
Made on FX? Or Netflix?
No.
Now, HBO, Succession. I see people talking about this show all the time. I still haven't watched it.
That's Macaulay Culkin's brother?
I'm not sure.
The guy that hosted SNL?
He did.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Caleb?
Kieran.
Okay.
It's a Sin on HBO Max.
Never even heard of it.
Sticking with HBO Max. Station 11.
Never heard of it. By the way, someone chimed in and said, Dave is awesome. Mythic Quest is crap.
Oh, good enough.
All right. Station 11, spoiler alert, it's hell.
Oh, like literally.
I don't know. I'm just making that up. The Underground Railroad on Amazon.
Thunderground.
I don't need to watch it.
Only Murderers in the Building. Hulu.
I would like to
Only
see
murders.
it.
Only murders.
I want to see it because that's what Steve Martin.
Oh, is that the one with like Martin Short and
Okay, so
Selena
it's Martin
Gomez?
Short, Steve Martin, Selena Gomez, right? There's three main characters. I don't know a lot about it. I like the idea. Basically, they live in some high-rise in Manhattan. As best I can tell, there was a murder there, and none of them are detectives. And again, I might be dead wrong, but they're trying to figure out who committed them.
All right. Number 2 on the list is Reservation Dogs on FX on Hulu. A lot of people, I've got to watch this one.
What is it about?
Reservation Dogs.
Is it like a continuum of Reservoir Dogs?
No. Reservation Dogs. It's about like I think it's a show about like teenagers and stuff living on reservations, like Native American. But basically, that guy made the shows. He was like, "There's no shows that involve Native Americans that are popular." And then For All Mankind on Apple TV Plus. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Rolling Stone ranked all these shows, and I was like, man, the only 2 I've seen are Dave and Squid Game.
All right, now, to be fair, a couple of texts came in. One person says, is it sad that I'm raising my hand for all of these shows?
No.
So they watched all 10. And someone else says, Squid Games is incredibly, it says ducked up. I think we know what you meant. It says, I let my 12-year-old watch it, not knowing. Oh, boy.
I would not
seen a lot.
Yeah. Well, here's the other thing, too. Like, if you've seen all these shows, you're a TV person. Keep in mind, like, I still watch a decent amount of TV. Just the bulk of it is watching sporting events.
Yeah, me too.
So
I'm right there with you.
Right, like, I can't come down on people. Like, trust me. I mean, look, I think I told Miles in the office yesterday, like, I'm already sad that football's almost over. And when football ends, I'll watch a lot more of these shows.
I book my weekends with solo activity as far as just going out and do my thing. Like, I never watch TV on the weekend.
I just watch the same shows over and over again. I'm going through Mike and Molly again on HBO.
Jesus, you got to get out of that rut.
Come on, man.
But you also get up in the morning and watch TV, right?
I do.
See, I'm not that guy who turns on the TV till after 9.
Oh, I write my headlines while I do it, man. Great way to wake up.
Let's see. Speaking of sports, you got the Vikings hosting the Steelers tonight.
2 teams that have not beaten the Detroit Lions.
You're correct.
Yeah, think about that. 1 loss, 1 tied, but these are the only 2 teams in the NFL this season that have played the Lions and not been able to beat them.
Didn't they take another team to overtime?
Oh, they did, and they had a 66-yard field goal to win it.
And the Ravens won, you son
Thank you,
of a bitch.
Tim. We appreciate it. You are listening to the Men's Room. Steelers missed the field goal.
Find the gifts Dad craves at Lowe's. Right now, you can save on select Skill Power Core 12 tools that feature 25% longer runtime and have patented cooling technology. Save $10 off the Skill Power Core 12 brushless drill driver kit, now just $59.98. Or upgrade Dad's toolbox and save $30 on the 5-tool brushless combo kit, now just $169. There's nothing sweeter than Father's Day at Lowe's. Offer valid 6/9 through 6/22 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
The future will be amazing, and that's all well and good. But what about today? You can feel the rush of a 400-horsepower Nissan Z, or climb to new heights in the all-terrain Nissan Frontier. Light up the road in the all-electric Nissan Ariya that feels like a sci-fi dream come true. The future will be great, but today is made for thrill. All you have to do is get in a Nissan and drive. 2023 Ariya and Z not yet available for purchase. Expected availability is this spring for 2023 Z and this fall for 2023 Ariya.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
A burst pipe at 3 a.m. is a bad way to start the day. A cold shower in November isn't invigorating. So before you start freaking, call Beacon. Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical is just 1 call away 24 hours a day. 1-800-FREAKIN or beaconplumbing.net.
The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill. Now, let's see what's happening in the real world.
All right, here we go. A Florida woman facing charges for having sex in a bar bathroom and then ripping the sink off the wall. Meanwhile, another Florida woman vandalizes her ex's car. Lipstick, motor oil, dead raccoon, and all. Man sets record for staring into the sun for an hour and not blinking an eye. What couple in Tennessee hid in frozen lasagna box is definitely a crime. And a California man was getting skull from his neighbor who owned a guillotine. It is time for your headline.
Now, it's time to hit the headlines. Here's my car.
Top story, we go to Florida where a woman was arrested for property damage. Staff at a local bar found the woman and a male friend of hers inside of the bathroom and asked them to leave the restaurant, but they sat at the bar instead. Not long afterward, the duo made their way back into the bathroom where they got a little bit more intimate, breaking one of the sinks off of the wall in the process.
Yeah.
Police were called and she was arrested, but not her companion.
Getting some of that stinky sinky, yeah.
We don't got to worry about the cleanup work. In other news, in Tennessee, local officials are applauding the vigilant neighbors in an area for help busting a drug operation. After getting multiple concerning calls about possible drug sales going on in a house in the neighborhood, officers were dispatched to the home where they found two suspects, one of which was wanted on an aggravated robbery charge. They searched the home and came across a box of delicious Stouffer's lasagna and found a very large bag of methamphetamine inside.
Okay.
The pair were arrested. A woman in Florida.
Blame it on Stouffer's.
Yeah.
That's the opposite of like, did you say lasagna?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I'm hungry, I want this and that. And it's like, it's meth. Guess I won't eat for a week.
Right, I'm pissed.
Also, the lasagna was a small, like 2-serving size one.
Right, it's the little
If you're going to buy
one.
frozen lasagna, go all out, man. Get the big pan. You can still freeze it. You can still save it. It's better.
Right, because you have the regular one, and then there's like a normal size, then there's that family size.
Get that
joint.
family size.
Yes.
Lasagna is lasagna no matter how you cook it.
That was my favorite
Put
when
it
I was
in
a
little
kid.
pieces, freeze and put it in the sandwich bags, man. Bam.
Oh, man.
Oh.
And that is it for your headlines with that. Mike Hawkins out.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate it. Men's Room Happy Hour is up next. More Men's Room with a return of Dirty Big Dummy.
Yes, indeed, it's all true, but in the meantime, we be all about this bitch for 134 seconds, give or take. So until then, please do what you do best. And for Aletha's sake, stay beautiful.
The Men's Room has been taped before a live studio audience. Wardrobe and makeup provided by Mantastic Limited. This has been a presentation of the Men's Room Radio Network. Oh, man! A Double Flush production.
Find the gifts Dad craves at Lowe's. Right now, you can save on select Skill Power Core 12 tools that feature 25% longer runtime and have patented cooling technology. Save $10 off the Skill Power Core 12 brushless drill driver kit, now just $59.98. Or upgrade Dad's toolbox and save $30 on the 5-tool brushless combo kit, now just $169. There's nothing sweeter than Father's Day at Lowe's. Offer valid 6/9 through 6/22 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
The future will be amazing, and that's all well and good. But what about today? You can feel the rush of a 400-horsepower Nissan Z, or climb to new heights in the all-terrain Nissan Frontier. Light up the road in the all-electric Nissan Aria that feels like a sci-fi dream come true. The future will be great, but today is made for thrill. All you have to do is get in a Nissan and drive. 2023 Aria and Z not yet available for purchase. Expected availability is this spring for 2023 Z and this fall for 2023 Aria.